Hi, I'm Mark. I'm one of the directors from Custom Renewables. We install low temperature heating, renewable sources, solar panels, batteries, air conditioning, ground source, air source heat pumps. We've been doing this for around 20 years, both domestically and commercially.
I'm Liam Barry, Custom Renewables. Been fitting heat pumps for about 10 years now. Been in the heating industry like 20 years. Mostly do like technical system design.
Hi, so I'm Darryl Evans from Evans Energy Heating Solutions Limited. I'm based in the Shropshire area. Cover all aspects of heating, from gas, oil, LPG, to more predominantly the last 5 or 6 years, ground and air source heat pumps. Trade within an hour and a half radius of my local area. Like I say, air source has predominantly been the mainstay of my installation work, I'd say, for the last 6 years. Been trading for 9 years. Also been fitting heat pumps for the last 10, 12 years on an employed / now self-employed basis.
My name's Josh Stead, JT Stead Heating and Energy. Been fitting heat pumps for the best part of 2 years now, covering predominantly Shropshire and Mid Wales.
I think with all the manufacturers you have the different levels of partnership you can do. But I do like the VIPartner setup. It's like you've become like a brotherhood of a load of other really good installers that have earned their way to that level.
Yeah, you definitely got to earn it, haven't you?
Yeah, a bit like their sort of partnership they've got like with Bayern Munich. They're looking at that elite level of club that they're sponsoring, aligning against. Same with the installers, and then become the VIPartner like we've done. And I think just that level, I think just gives you that sort of sense of pride in what you do as well. I think that's
more about quality rather than quantity.
Yeah, 100%.
Looking at how good the installs are, how well they're, even with the monitoring of like how well those installs are running, how well they're installed, and then being credited for the install being a top quality install rather than you fitted 100 units this year.
I also see it from Viessmann's point of view, where they want, obviously, hopefully guys like us to be installing them, so they've got potentially less callbacks. I think if a job looks good, 99% of the time it's going to work well as well.
You've got that faith in you as installers. They know that you're going to do a good job. Otherwise, as you say, you wouldn't be a part of the scheme, would you? You've really got to earn your place on it. So
yeah, by them actually, you being accepted into it, it's like they've looked at what you're doing, how you're installing it, what you're installing it, what your ethos is, your business and that. Having that level and going, you're in, we want you to do it, really puts your faith in it and sort of aligns you, as you say, as a business from Viessmann's point of view. They're getting really good, passionate installers, who want to learn, might not necessarily be the best yet. You've also become friends.
Yeah.
We've spoken a few times today just about different jobs we've got and we've sat around helping each other out. And I think that's the whole premise behind it. It's not necessarily thinking like, that guy's the best, you're never going to hear from him.
Yeah.
It's about what you can all do together and how everyone gets better from learning, that peer-to-peer network.
100%.
All the manufacturers will always want the top installers and that in their under their umbrella as such. I think Viessmann have got the perfect balance of the training that I know you like.
Yeah.
And then you've got the points system that you can then benefit from as well for tools and workwear and whatnot, which is what every company does need.
Points are just a nice additional bonus to have in the background, really, aren't they? Yeah. It's just a nice sort of comfort feature, but as smaller companies like myself and Josh, it's something we rely on, is building relationships with people, customers.
Having that person you can go to, isn't it? It's worth its weight in gold as an independent installer, having somebody you can go to. And with Viessmann, you've got that, haven't you? So
yeah, there's a strong network in the background, people helping you, like you said, as a one-man band or small company. We can literally call someone and someone's going to answer us, or give us a hand, help us out, point us in the right direction, or even some of the times where we've raised a technical query that we've fed it back, and then something's happened off the back of it. I do feel as installers you're helping shape Viessmann going forward, where others you don't see that.
Yeah, they're willing to take things on board, and they listen to you as an installer, listen to some of the things you're finding which you're not going to find until you're out on site installing it.
The other side of the VIPartner as well, or any the Viessmann accredited schemes, is where they do offer the commissioning visit as well, or engineer assistant first couple, which can always be a helpful hand when you're first doing it. It's a new bit of kit or a new technology, as you said, with heat pumps. Being able to have the manufacturer come out and do a free visit, it's not chargeable, it's your first one. It's a great asset to have. I think it'll help you going forward.
Peace of mind for the customer, isn't it? If you're obviously working yourself, putting the install in, the customer's then seeing Viessmann come out, etc. Manufacturers there on site and they've ticked the boxes and everything's good. It's peace of mind for the customer that that's been set up right.
With Viessmann, they do the marketing as well for you, because through their website, again, a lot of people come from asking for heat pumps, and then in our area we're getting them leads, which then enables that customer then to speak to us as an installer.
We normally get them every other day or a couple of days. We get Viessmann leads, 2 or 3. They're well
Typically, you know, they're good quality leads as well. If somebody's come to Viessmann, that they know they're coming for it. They perhaps got some previous experience in having a Viessmann product. They know the quality's there. So
the conversion rate's definitely, I would say, a lot higher than other manufacturers we've had. Whereas you say, because they've gone through Viessmann, they've done a bit of background information into it. They know it's a premium product. They've already done a bit of research. They're usually quite a clued up customer. You don't tend to just get your regular.
Sometimes it's better that way though. They know a bit more, because then like the weather compensation and controls make it a lot easier to explain when they've done a bit of background checks and they know it's a premium product, so they know that the cost is premium.
Because the brand itself is a premium product, and I think just in my head, I always think I'm fitting a premium product, looks smart, I'm going to do a good job. The customer's paying for that. It's that whole package.
you need to present yourself as a premium person if you're fitting a premium product, And
I think the brand alliance, a lot of our uniforms have got Viessmann on. Some of the vans have been labelled up with Viessmann. You know, it's that when it comes up, the person's already thinking, right,
I've got the right man for the job.
Right man for this job.
I think it also comes with technical knowledge. So when you're speaking to a customer, you look smart, but then you can also give them the technical knowledge that you've learned at the product training. You understand the product. You know how it's going to react and what it's doing. So you can then also say, "Oh, we've got monitoring. We know how the weather comp works." It's all gives the customer confidence that you're giving them a product that you understand. There's so many options available, solar PV, battery storage.
But that's what Viessmann's looking at it now, aren't they? Because they've got the
full one-base
system to do the lot.
You can do everything, solar panels, batteries, MVHR.
But when you start going down that and you start doing overnight tariffs and stuff like that, that's when you really start saving the money.
Oh, if you can load up a battery cheap overnight to start the day, and then the solar can pick it up,
you're laughing, yeah.
Oh, you could set off grid, couldn't you? You could have essentially.
That's why they've teamed up with OVO now, haven't they, to offer that to your new Viessmann potential customers. Say, look at potentially move network provider, look at going with OVO, and get a bit of incentive with OVO for having a Viessmann.
But by being able to have a whole package as well, like with an OVO tariff, if you've got everything, solar panels, a battery, a heat pump, and you all link it into something like OVO, which they're doing at the moment, the customer can, make absolute fruit off that, and they're going to get paid back in dividends. On how efficient that can work and how cheap their monthly bills can become. I mean, yes, there's a capital expenditure at the start, but if someone's building their dream home or renovating a house or whatnot, being able to access a government grant, and at the moment VAT free, it can become, quite a well-priced project for them, which could save them thousands in the future.
You're only going to do it once as well, aren't you, realistically? So you want to make sure you do it
right.
Do it right, yeah.
If you're going to take a gas boiler out and you're putting a heat pump in, you want to make sure that heat pump is running a better and more efficient than the gas boiler. So it's got to be done properly, and the customer needs to understand the control strategy, because they all try and revert back to the gas boilers
on off.
But actually it's complete mind shift. What Open Energy brought when we started using that was the ability to see how a system runs in certain scenarios, and how that system reacts to different outdoor temperatures, different situations, low volume, high volume, buffers.
It's been another learning curve altogether, isn't it? Like being able to see this real-time data in the level that you can see it.
I think anyone fitting a heat pump should at least do one on like a full monitoring package, just to see how their system runs. If they've designed that system, at least then they know that system is either right or wrong, and then when they adapt it, they learn so much.
It's giving you that data to be able to see that, isn't it?
In the last 3 or 4 years of doing Open Energy, I've learned so much about heat pumps, how they react to different scenarios, defrosting, flow rates, how important DT is.
It's something you wouldn't have been able to see otherwise, is it?
Even hot
realistically,
water.
you're not gonna learn that without that level of data you can see.
It was even right at the very start. Like we didn't know what was possible, or people didn't really know what was possible. They thought 300%.
Yeah.
That was a good point.
number.
About, yeah.
Whereas now, we're hitting systems that are like 500, 550%, but regularly.
Yeah.
I think the average Scott now on a well-designed installed system is probably over 400%.
Running costs is far more important realistically.
Running costs
That's
is
what
far
we're aiming for.
more,
That's what
yeah.
we're doing this for. We want to try and give the customer as low of a cost of a running system as possible. Really, SCOP is just.
You've got the most. You look at efficiency, like with everything. If you've got a high SCOP, the efficiency is really high, the longevity is really high, but also there's a cost element in it. Like when you get people saying, "Oh, SCOP's is not important. It's about cost." It's a bit of both. If you have good SCOP or COP relevant to your price.
Yeah, it's all a cost.
It's irrelevant.
Because if you start chasing that efficiency, as we said before, like going 40-degree radiator, you're changing every rad in the house. The install costs just start to build up.
Mount
How
up.
long is it going to take?
Yeah,
to get
there's a
that money
point
back?
of diminishing returns, isn't there?
Yeah.
How much, what extra are they going to get by spending this extra amount of money, and is it worth it long term?